This is OnePlus Open 5G, and today I will share a few useful camera tips and tricks for this device. So let's begin by the obvious option or the obvious benefit that you'll get with buying the foldable phone is that you can pretty much use your main back camera as selfie camera and preview your selfies using the additional screen here. In order to do that, while in the camera, tap at this icon to enable it. It is called the dual preview. And now if I will flip the phone, you'll see that this little screen shows you the camera preview, so you can take your selfies using the best possible lens that this phone has to offer, unlike in other phones where you will have to use the weaker selfie camera lens. And by the way, this phone has two selfie cameras, so one on this screen here and one on that screen on the main double screen or dual screen right over there. So moving on, if you would like to gain more manual control over the pictures you shoot with this phone, you can always enter the master mode or master camera mode, shooting mode, and here do not forget to switch its property to Pro, and now you are in the camera Pro mode. So here you can manually adjust the shooter's ISO value, the camera shutter speed, exposure, autofocus, and white balance. And well, if you are not satisfied by how this phone automatically handles those parameters, this mode is designed for you and is a way to go for you. Now let's explore some useful camera settings. So first we'll need to open them. For example, if you didn't know, you can add not only a watermark, that you probably knew about, but add a custom one. So I will switch off the shot in OnePlus, write in the custom text that I would like to be applied to all the photos that I take, and now all photos and videos will have your custom watermark. Let me take a picture here, and as you can see, here is mine. Now, on the note of camera settings, you can also use the preserve settings option, which allows you to leave the settings here unchanged. So once enabled, those settings will not be reset each time you launch the camera app. So it will remember your choice in terms of those options here. So if you would like to have more, personalized camera experience, the preserve settings is a way to go. Then you also have a bunch of alternative shooting modes, such as tap to capture and show palm. And how they work is, so tap to capture is pretty simple, just tap anywhere at the viewfinder to take a photo, as you can see. And show palm is also pretty self-explanatory. You'll need to show palm to your selfie camera in order to, capture a photo. So it does not work all the time. Sometimes it doesn't work. But I mean, what can you do? Let's also return to the camera settings and see a few additional useful options here. The option that I would like to point out is QR code scanning. So once enabled, your camera will automatically identify the QR codes in its viewfinder and scan them and process them. So you will not need to use any third-party QR code solutions or Google Lens. For example, just launch your regular camera app and you are good to go. You will be able to scan all and any QR codes. Then you can also switch on this portrait distortion correction, which will remove edge distortion when taking portraits of people. I find this option very useful and helpful. And what else do we have here? So if you didn't know, you can also, show dirty lens warning is very useful, so switch it on, thus making sure that you will never leave your lens dirty and this dirt will not mess up with your photos, should I say. So here also you have the volume button action, which you can switch between volume, shutter, and zoom. Right now it is set at shutter, so I can take pictures by pressing either volume button, as you can clearly see. And if I will set it to zoom, for example, I will be able to conveniently zoom in by pressing the volume up key, or zoom out by pressing the volume down. And the final thing that I wanted to explore today is the high resolution mode, which you can switch by going into more section and switching on the high res. So actually what I will do is take a regular photo using regular photo mode, and then I will take an identical picture, but this time in the high res. And then we will compare those two photos. By the way, the high res uses the 48 megapixel lens, just so you know. So we will compare those pictures and see how different they actually are. So this one should be the regular photo, that's how far I can zoom in, and that's the level of details that it retains. You can clearly spot it here. I mean, it's not great, but decent enough for a regular, I don't know, 10, 12 megapixels. Now let's also dive into photo details to see the resolution of this picture. So it's 3K by 4K, and it used the, does not say here how many megapixels it used for this photo. But I mean, yeah, I assume that's 10 or 12. When it comes to high res, you can already see that the detail level is higher, and the amount of details that this picture retains is also better, and I can zoom in way further also, thanks to increased resolution, which, if we'll go into the details, is increased 2 times. So from 3 by 4K it went up all the way to 6K by 8K, and obviously this picture occupies way more storage space, but it, well, simply is more quality. It has more quality and it retains more details. Do not be afraid by the fact that this logo seems blurry here. That has nothing to do with the camera itself, but with my crooked hands. I couldn't hold the camera still for once. But yeah, if you have abundant available storage, I would always take photos using high res mode. Anyway, as far as this video goes, that'll be it, guys. So should you have any further questions, leave them in the comment section below. But as for now, thanks for watching and bye bye.